We're continuing our month-long series called Transportation Tuesdays here on Wake Up Idaho. Last week, you saw me taking the bus, and I ran into a problem when I got off the bus. There were not enough sidewalks and crosswalks for me to walk right to my destination, so I had to take the long way. It's just an inconvenience, but inconveniences like that are keeping people from using public transportation. So this week, we're talking about pedestrian problems and why some people say the Treasure Valley does not have enough bike and walking paths. Few people in the Treasure Valley walk or cycle to work, around just 4%.
I think some people would see that number and say, oh, people don't want to bike, people don't want to walk, people don't want to take public transit. But it's really more about availability.
Joe Jazuski is a longtime cyclist advocate and current chair of the ACHD Pedestrian Advisory Group.
We haven't invested much in public transit here.
He says people are not biking and walking because local agencies haven't built enough sidewalks and bike lanes to keep up with the growth.
I think we've been dealing with decades of a mindset that everyone's going to have a car. And I think that works up to a point in terms of population size. And we're getting to that point with our population that traffic's not going to get better. We're not going to add another lane to State Street or another lane to Eagle Road and magically the traffic's going to go away.
And it's only getting worse. Look at these numbers from the Community Planning Association of Southwest Idaho. At last check, every week, more than 30,000 cars drive around and through one of the busiest spots in the Treasure Valley, the I-84 and 10th Avenue interchange. And that weekly number has increased by about 7% every single year. More cars mean longer commutes, with some folks telling me they're spending 3 hours in the car every day just getting to and from work. That is alarming, and it's how Jazuski believes the mindset changes by people just getting fed up.
It's going to be pretty tough to change the mindset, but it's already happening. People hate driving on Eagle Road. People hate commuting down State Street in the morning and getting back in the afternoon. I-84 is no fun either.
Ample sidewalks and bike lanes can ease traffic by making public transportation more accessible. That would potentially take cars off the road, but only if people actually use those paths and buses. A small fraction of people are cycling and walking to work right now, and less than 1% of Idahoans commute on the bus. Is public transportation worth the tax dollars already funding it? And why would we throw more money at public transit or bike paths when they're already not being used enough? Joe?
What's interesting is we don't require that of roads. We will build roads based on future projections of traffic and populations. They will expand highways based on those things. When it comes to building bike lanes, we say, oh, there's no bikes here. What do you need a bike lane for? Well, how many bikes would be here if there was a protected bike lane? There's options. We just sort of have to get there mentally and get over the hump of thinking that everybody's going to be driving a car, because we're too big for that now.
But if you are going to build a bunch of infrastructure, you're probably going to need people to vote and approve a bond or 2 or 3 to build all that, or maybe get lawmakers on board. What are the chances of that? We're going to try to answer that next week when we wrap up this series by talking about money and the likelihood that we actually see significant expansion of our public transportation.